What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, and I am here tonight with a review for Love and Hip Hop New York. This is season 10, episode number 7. You guys, I believe it's number 7. If not, it's going to be corrected in the description bar below, but I think it's number 7. So this episode is titled Between a Rock and a Hard Place, you guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right into tonight's video. Alright, you guys, so I really have to say that Love and Hip Hop New York so far this season is actually enjoyable. I'm not, I'm not like, ugh, when is this season going to be over with? I'm not at that point yet. And usually when I get to that point with a Love and Hip Hop franchise, when is the season over with, that's when we run into like episode 17, 18, 19. But so far, so good with Love and Hip Hop New York. So this episode, it picks up where last week's episode left off with Sam, Erica, and Jonathan. So if you guys remember last week's episode, Sam walked out, she was on the phone, and Erica's like, those crocodile tears didn't do anything for her. But we come to find out Sam's son was sick. So, while Sam was away, Jonathan is having a conversation with Erica about this whole situation between her, Tahiri, and Joe. Now my thing is, Sam broke up with Joe, so I don't really get why this is a big deal. If they are co-parenting and they're doing a good job of co-parenting, why does it matter if Joe is going to be seeing Tahiri or anybody for that matter? Why is it a big deal to Sam? As long as things are good between she, Joe, and their son, that's all that should matter. But Jonathan said something to Erica. I forgot what exactly he said to Erica. Maybe like this is, too soon or whatever. I don't care. It's really stupid, like I said before. But Erica's like, what, I wasn't really thinking about it that way. So, Sam comes back. She tells him that her son was sick, like I said before. Saying, what, Sam, I really wasn't thinking about it in the aspect that Jonathan just put it to me. But for the sake of, saying it, I'm going to apologize. And I'm still thinking to myself, like, what are you apologizing for? You didn't do nothing wrong. Yeah, it looks a little, it does look a little messy on your end that you're trying to hook up your ex-girlfriend's ex with his ex. It does look a little messy, but I don't think Erica meant any harm with it. But if she did, then who are they to judge? Like I said, Sin has broken up with Joe, so why does Sin care so much about what Joe does? Unless she wants Joe back. That's the only thing I can think about. So Erica and Sin, they hug things out, and they're cordial at this point. I'm just like, man. It was interesting to me. It's just, it's boggling. It's mind-boggling that they're doing this stuff. Like, really? This is what we're doing? But okay, let's move on, you guys. All right, so let's talk about Yandy for a quick second, you guys. So we see Yandy, she's out with her kids, and surprisingly, shockingly, she gets a phone call. Who is a phone call from? Mendeece's. I'm like, Mona, how did you plan this one? Like, he's in jail and so Yandy, I'm gonna need you to tell Mendeece's to call you tomorrow about 6 o'clock, and I'm gonna need you to answer the phone. And, we need you to pretend like he hasn't already told you that he might be getting out of jail. So we need you to act like he didn't tell you this shit. Because I'm pretty positive Mendeece's has told Yandy this before. But for the sake of the cameras, we got to pretend like this is all new to, she got to pretend like this is new, like this is something she has not heard before. And she got to pretend like this phone call is just out of the blue. Like, y'all really ain't good at hiding y'all script writing skills anymore. But, she's talking about how things are, how things are for her raising the kids. I can imagine that things got to be hard for her, being a single parent at this point, raising 3 kids. And can somebody please tell Yandy that in her green screen, like right here, she was a little ashy. I just kept looking, I'm like, wait a minute. Yandy looked like she done scratched herself because they didn't put no kind of lotion, no cocoa butter, no nothing on. I'm just like, oh. So we're just going to let this girl walk around here ashy. Cool, Mona. We see you. But I'm just tripping off the fact that we just supposed to sit here and act like this phone call was, random. This phone call was not random. So then we see Yandy. She's talking to her mother-in-law, Judy, Because we know, when are she and Mendeecees gonna get married? That's the question. That is a good question. When are they gonna get married? Don't really give a fuck. But yeah, she's with Judy with her struggling edges. Man, I just wanted Yandy to just tell Judy to pull her hair down. Like you could just see that Judy's edges, she ain't got none right there. I'm just like, Judy, Yandy, somebody tell Judy just to pull her wig down. Just pull it down. Pull it down. Damn. It's like, pull that shit down, please. I just really wanted somebody just to charade tug her, charade shift her wig. Like, just do something with that wig. But, Yandy is telling Judy the good news that Mendeecees could be home in a couple of days. Now, Yandy wants us to believe also that she knew nothing about this, that, when the people came there, to check out the house, that she knew nothing about the fact that just, she has this foster child, Infinity, and she wants us to believe that she did not know that having Infinity and Mendeecees been a felon, that they couldn't live in the same house with each other. I'm like, bull fucking shit, Yandy. Like, Yandy be full of shit. Like, you just cannot believe, you can't make me believe that you didn't know that. You did not know that, Yandy. Cool. I don't buy it, just like I don't buy the fact that you didn't tell Judy to pull her wig down. You're shady as fuck. You're shady and shiesty as fuck. Tell Judy to pull that wig down. Let's move on, you guys. All right, you guys, so let's move over to some of the dumbest shit in this episode. Now, this first scene that I'm going to talk about is not dumb to me. It's just that I had to group her with this dumb shit. So it's Janoski. So we see Ski, and she's doing a photo shoot that Rubbin Pennies has set up for her. Now, I don't quite know what the photo shoot was for, but I mean, hey, it's an A for effort. It's an A. I'll give him that. Again, like I said, I just don't know what this promo shoot is for. If it's like for a... Yeah, I don't know what the photo shoot was for. You know what? I want to go look and see if Janoski has some music out. Because I actually think Janoski has talent. I think she's good. I actually enjoy her. I didn't think I would, but I mean, I like Janoski. So, so Rich's business partner is there. And she's asking him, what did he think about the showcase? He said he liked the showcase, but the stuff that happened after the showcase, not so much. And then, Rubbin Pennies is like, see, that's what I'm talking about. People will get overlook that, overlook your talent because of stuff like that. Now, my thing is, yes, Janoski was a part of that, but she technically wasn't a part of it. Jen came to that event and showed her whole fucking ass for no fucking reason. So I do not agree with them coming at Janoski like this. Like, Janoski wasn't doing shit. She just had her performance, and like I said, here comes this crazy Tasmanian devil, Jen, acting a complete ass. So, Rich is also talking about asking Janoski, has she had a chance to talk to Fresher, to tell Fresher that they're not going to be working together anymore. She says, I haven't, talked to him lately. He says, well, that's fine because I've invited him down here today so that you can tell him. I'm like, well, Rich, that wasn't really cool. And I don't get how you can do that. So we do see, Fresher with a PH come down there to the studio or wherever they are. And she basically tells him, like, you haven't done anything for me. Like, you an artist. You should understand what it is. But you ain't doing nothing for me. Whereas Rubbin Pennies right here, he's doing a lot for me. He's got this photo shoot for me. He got me on at the radio station. Like, he's doing a lot for me. And this is in a short time frame. Whereas I've been with you for months and you ain't done nothing for me. You've been talking about getting my ass done, my titties done. You ain't talking about the music or nothing. And then, you got me at your video shoots looking like a side chick. I'm like, you don't want to say side chick with this dude with that crazy woman that he got named Jen. Now, while we're talking about Jen, we do see a scene where Fresher, he met up with Jen. He's telling Jen how he want to come back home. Jen's like, oh, so this girl named, who was this girl named Jada? He says, oh, that was a girl that I was working with previously. She says, well, why is she DMing me? Why is she on my Instagram talking about, your dude owes me $60,000? And I'm like, $60,000? What? $60,000? And why is she coming to you? Like, here's the other thing. Like, Fresher's talking about they lived in the hood. Does this Jada girl not know where y'all live? Like, come on, $60,000. Now, Jen like makes a complete ass out of herself at all times for no apparent reason because she feels like there's more going on between Fresher and this girl Jada. I'm like, yeah, it could be, but again, you literally make yourself look plumb effing stupid. And then it happened again. She made herself look even dumber than she did before. I'm just like, oh my god. So Jen decided to meet up with the Jada girl, and I noticed that when she met up with the Jada girl, she had a chain on that had PH on it. I'm like, really? That's what we're doing. So you are laying claim to a dude that you said has cheated on you in the past. Cool. So then Jada talking about how, Fresher owes her, $10,000 for this, X amount of money for this. Oh, he also got your body done, and I paid for that. And I'm like, wow, so you paid for, scratch that. Where did you come into $60,000 from? Because, I mean, your hair, your weave is dry. It's not blended well. It just looks a hot fucking mess. And I was just literally sitting there looking at her hair like, I would never tell anybody that I had $60,000 with my hair looking like that. Like I was thinking when I was watching the show, I'm like, I was hoping that maybe that hair was gifted to her, but then I said no, because that means whoever gave it to you don't like you that much. Then I was like, maybe I would hope she stole it. Then I was like, nope, I would hope she wouldn't steal some hair that fucking bad. Then I'm like, shit, it ain't nothing that I can say that could make that hair feel better, look better, or fit better. It's just nothing that I can say. So then these two start arguing with each other, and I'm just like, what are you arguing about? So then she starts pulling out these receipts. Then she starts pulling out emails and messages of him talking about he loved her, and I'm just like, wow. So we're really doing this over Nightcrawler. Okay, so we're really gonna fight over Nightcrawler. Night fucking Crawler. Cool. I don't know why. Jen, you look a fucking fool. Just saying it. Alright, you guys, so let's talk about Eric and Safari. I'm still kind of questioning why are Eric and Safari on this season. They don't really have a lot. So we see Safari, he's at I guess a photo shoot for maybe a single that he's doing. I didn't really catch what he was doing, but we see Erica there, we see Tahiri there. Erica has set this whole thing up. So Erica's also telling Tahiri and Safari about the conversation that she had with Sim and Jonathan. And, Tahiri's like, well, when it comes down to me, I don't want to come in between those two. Like, I don't want it to look bad on my end either. And Erica says, she didn't think about it until the way that Jonathan put it to her. I'm just like, this, again, literally doesn't make any fucking sense to me. So then they start talking about their bachelor and bachelorette party. So what they want to do is they're not going to have a joint one, but what they're going to do is they're going to have it the same night. They're going to be in the same building, but Safari's going to be with his people, and Eric's going to be on the other side with her people. So then we see Safari, he's in the gym. He's in the gym with Rubbin' Pennies. And, Rubbin' Penny, he apologizes to Safari once again for this whole situation between him and Erica. And, Safari's like, cool, I accept your apology. But Erica, on the other hand, that's a different story. And I don't understand why Safari doesn't necessarily get the reason why Erica is not so receptive to forgiving Rich. And I'm calling him by his name, Rich. I don't get why Safari doesn't realize that. Like, let's go back to the season that she was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. The season finale, you guys remember. Stevie J called Rich down to Atlanta to try to check Erica. And I didn't agree with that because I thought that was a bitch made move. Then last season when he had the issue with you talking to her and the disrespect, like I don't expect for Erica to get over that shit. Like they disrespected her. So what do you expect her to say? Oh, I forgive you. No, I don't forgive you. Like y'all full of shit. And I'd say I cannot blame Erica. In this situation, I don't blame Erica at all. So then we do see the bachelor and the bachelorette party. Erica's side looks like it's a good time. Safari's side, dead as fuck. No strippers, no nothing. But Erica does have the strippers, the male and the female strippers. So, somebody told Erica, and I saw my girl Amina Butterfly there. I was like, yes, Amina. Like, that's what we need. We need Amina, Peter, and Tara back. Even though I know that they're in different spots in their lives right now, but that's what we need. That's what we need. I feel like that's what Jen is trying to give us. A Tara and Amina vibe, mostly a Tara vibe, but it's falling flat. So like I said, somebody told Erica that Rich was at the party. So, her girls go over there. They tell him, like, you gotta go. Safari's like, no, he ain't gotta go nowhere. And then, he starts throwing money at her girls. So she comes over, she's like, what is going on over here? Like, I don't want him here. Why is he here? And Safari, he was not taking her seriously. And I'm just like, Safari, again, you really don't get why she feels the way she does. I get that it's your party, but she doesn't want Rich anywhere near her. Like, respect your woman, at least. That's just how I feel. Respect your woman. Like, they disrespected your girl last season, and I get it. It's okay to forgive, for you to forgive, but she might not be on that same end as you. But, you guys, that was Love and Hip Hop New York. Be sure to like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button so you guys know when I drop anything. Share this video on all your social media platforms. Also, you guys, if you want to follow me on social media, I am on Twitter at JB_the_CEO. And then I am on Snapchat at Mr. GB_it is to you. And I'm on IG at Jbsayzwhat, like it is on the channel. So until the next video, guys, which is Love and Hip Hop Miami, I'll catch you guys later.